Kind, creative, tall, short, daughter, son. Who are you? The journey to discovering more about ourselves, plus my life for the past year and a half. From the moment we're born to the time we leave this world, our lives are filled with tasks and activities that keep us busy. But through it all, do we know why we're doing what we do? Or do we just haphazardly go through life and hope that we'll figure it out along the way? If we don't know our goals or what we want out of life, then we automatically fall into the flow of whatever other people are doing around us. But are the paths that the people around us are taking going to lead us to the destination that we want to go? The typical route that society always tells us to take is to get good grades, get into a good college, get a good degree, get a good job, marry a good person, buy a good house, have good kids, live a good amount of years, and have a good funeral. But is that all there really is to life? Oh, and don't forget the age-old question, what do you want to do? I don't know about you, but this question has haunted me from the moment I could look at those picture books of firefighters, policemen, teachers, and doctors. Yes, that is me as a kid looking at books. And then when we hit 18, people expect us to magically figure out what we want to do for the next 60 years of our life. I struggled a lot trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I took career tests, interviewed people about their careers, and even switched my major 4 times. And at the end of it, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. And I realized that the reason why I had so much trouble figuring it out is because I wasn't asking the right question. Instead of asking, what do I want to do? The real question should be, how do I want to live? And everywhere I looked, people weren't living the lifestyle that I wanted to live. Everyone that I knew personally was in the rat race of making money, spending it on necessities, and maybe some extra treats if there was a little extra money. Going back to work to make more money, and then continue this cycle until they were tired and were too old and exhausted to enjoy the last few years of their life. And I didn't want to be on my deathbed and be like, wow, I had such a great life, trading my time and health for my job and then coming home every day so tired that I couldn't even spend quality time with myself or my family. Now, of course, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with jobs or professions. It's just that there's only so much flexibility that we can get from one. Like this summer, I won't be able to go back to visit my family in Singapore, who I haven't seen in over 2 years, because the longest amount of time I can get off of work is 2 weeks. Sure, I could just quit my job and go. But what about in the future when I have more responsibilities and bills to pay? I can't just quit my jobs on a whim and then end up on the streets. So I began looking for other opportunities and ways to create new streams of income. And I was fortunate enough to meet a lady who retired from the corporate world in her early 20s through building an e-commerce business and who was willing to help teach me how to do the same. Through building my business, I learned that values are what keep us guided in life. And when we're not clear about our values or don't follow them, that is when we feel stressed. So take some time to sit down and write out the most important values you have in your life, and then write positive affirmations for each of them. For example, my top 5 values are health, family, kindness, productivity/being disciplined, and cleanliness. I don't even know if that's a word. But you don't currently have to be where you want to be in those values. The point of this activity is to identify them so you can start working towards where you want to be. And once you have identified your values, write positive affirmations for each of them. These are mine. I'm healthy and strong. I treat myself with respect. I eat food that is healthy for my body. I eat until I'm satisfied. I exercise daily and I rest my body well to rejuvenate and recharge myself. I manage my stress in excellent ways. I relax, I sleep early, and my body and mind function perfectly always. I say thank you to my parents. I let my parents know where I am and what I'm doing so they don't worry about me. I help out around the house. I am positive, I smile, I bring people up and congratulate them on their accomplishments. I point out other people's strengths. I do all the things I need to do early in the day. I plan out my week and days. I do the Pomodoro technique. I create my weekly content on Saturday and Sunday.
It's the boys club. Hello. Plus Abigail.
I keep my living space clean. I put away my items as soon as I am done with them. First day on the job. For the affirmations, write them as if you are already doing them. So instead of saying, I will clean my room, just say, I clean my room. Hello friends, I'm Crystal and today we're doing a practice drive to my very first workplace because my mom is scared that I will die on the way there. And keep the positive affirmations positive.
We made it safely home.
For instance, instead of saying, I don't eat junk food, say, I eat healthy food. Studies have shown that if we speak as if we are already doing something that we want to, our mind will rewire and help us accomplish our goals. I recommend that you print out or write your values and affirmations and put them somewhere you can see every day. Bonus points for reading them out loud every day. The more you remind yourself of where you want to be, the more your mind will help you to achieve your goals. Another activity that can help you discover how you think of yourself is a 20 schemas test. For this test, you write down 20 phrases of I am, and then seeing how you describe yourself, you can see which category of self-descriptions you fall into. For instance, there are physical self-descriptions, social, psychological, and holistic self-descriptions. I had a little bit of all of them, but I definitely fell more into the category of things that I can do. And this shows that I place a lot of importance in my skills and abilities. Since I was young, I tied pretty much everything in my life to crafts, and even now, when people ask me to talk more about myself, I usually say things like, oh, I can bake, I can knit, I like to do arts and crafts, I can swim, I was in water polo. So, before taking this 20 schemas test, I wasn't aware of how I viewed myself. So try it out for yourself and see if it can help you learn a bit more about yourself. Of course, these activities aren't going to allow us to completely understand ourselves. And in fact, I don't know if people can ever completely understand themselves. But we can take steps towards becoming our own best friends every day. If you're lost like I was and are looking for other opportunities, feel free to DM me on Instagram at CrystalLivesLife, where I also post things you can do daily for yourself. Or if you would like to see a longer version of any of the videos in here, I can do that too. I literally recorded content for like 20 videos, but I haven't edited any of them. Or if you have any video ideas or topics that you would like me to cover, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!